Yo, what's going on, guys? Matthew V. Haynes here, aka the Clock Master. I'm here with my wife,
Shannon, aka Cosmic Binks.
Welcome to MVH, and we are here for the win.
I'm sorry.
I can't even finish that. Of time.
Episode 7. What the freak was that?
Okay. I had to wake up a little bit.
Composure.
We're still waking up, guys. We're still waking up a little bit.
Professional.
Yeah.
You're very professional.
Okay, anyways, guys, so quick well, first of all, welcome to the channel. If this was your first introduction of me, there we go.
Oh, God. I hope that's someone's first introduction, but if it is,
I know some people are gonna be like, yeah, click off. We're not doing this. Annoying. Click off. She's too annoying.
Bye. Too
loud. But welcome to the channel. A couple announcements, disclaimers, and then we're gonna get right into it. So if you guys are new to the channel, you want to check out our previous reactions to the previous episodes, because we are approaching the finale very soon. So sad. But we are
episode after this.
Yeah, one more episode after this. So sad. Yeah. But we're approaching the finale. If you guys want to see our reactions to the previous, please go ahead and check those out. The full reaction of this should be on Patreon or well before it is on YouTube. And also, I mean, it's not too late to subscribe, because we do plan on doing some more Wheel of Time type of content in the future. Also, if you came here from our Dusty Wheel live stream that we had at on Dusty Wheel's channel, thank you for coming, and we do appreciate giving the channel a chance as well. Also, another disclaimer as well, just to let you know, because we've been seeing this comment in the last video a lot. Yeah. My wife and I are not mad at each other.
No.
We have very heated and opinionated debates.
Yes.
So
it's all good.
It's all love.
It's all good. I promise.
Yes. And the end of the reaction, there's going to be an extensive debate.
Yeah.
There's going to be an extensive discussion, I would say. Discussion,
because we don't know if we're going to have to debate on anything
in
this episode. We have been, but this episode we might not have to.
Yeah, this episode we might not have to. So,
and also,
yeah,
he's not just cutting me off and not letting me talk. We've been seeing that a lot too. That's a me problem. That's not a him problem. I'm just bad at talking. So I appreciate the love, but it's all okay. It's all good.
I tend to ramble a lot in general.
Yeah, and I don't talk enough.
And she does, yeah, and she just doesn't talk enough. So unless she cuts me off like she just did there, unless she cuts me off, I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at that. So
yeah, we're working on it. But no, we are not mad at each other. No. I raise my voice a lot because I get excited and I get in the moment of things.
There's no bad blood or anything. Like, no bad blood. Literally fine. We've
been seeing a comment pop up a lot. That's why we just wanted to address it like here. We tried addressing it in comments and on stuff like that, but we just want to make it clear.
Yes.
That's just how we are on the channel, guys. Like, I know most of you guys don't really watch all the other content on the channel, but that's just how we are on this channel. We have very heated debates if it's something to debate about. And you know, and you can tell them what you told me about challenging me too.
Oh yeah. There's some stuff on, like, I'll literally challenge him on. Like, there's stuff I might not even fully believe, but I'm just trying to get a reaction out of him.
Yes.
To, you know, I do this in real life.
She does this off camera too.
I do this with a lot of things, so it's just translating onto video now.
He likes to trigger me sometimes just to mess with, just to, for lack of a better expression, just to F with me. Like, that's literally what she would like to, she would say, like, I would be like,
oh, but what if it could?
Right. She always, I would be like, yo, like, the guy fell down the stairs, but what if he didn't fall? What if he just jumped off very skillfully? And I'll be like, babe, he clearly tripped. And then she'd be like, but who said he tripped?
Who said an invisible force didn't push him?
She would just do things like that. That's just what she does. So no, that's just the disclaimers.
Yes, everything is fine.
Everything's fine, okay? And I always say this: I never die on a hill for any point. I might stick to it if I really believe it, but at the end of the day, when it comes to predictions or theories, it's just me talking. Okay.
Yeah,
and
just
like
predictions and theories. It's
just
not,
in theories. Yeah.
It's not fact
not
until we
fact.
see it as fact.
Right. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. Right. It was entertaining to talk about it. Like, and last thing I'll say, I guess, and then we'll just move on from this subject, is that like we've been saying this in recent reactions too. Whenever we get to like discussion section, because some people say, oh, it's too long, it's too short. What you're seeing is us just processing everything in the moment. Like I write down notes to try to help me like
Get more like concise.
And Shan doesn't write notes down because
I'm not good at processing like while I'm watching because I'm gonna miss stuff pretty much. So that's why Matthew takes the notes and I just kind of go off of his notes and like I'm not the best at just watching an episode and talking about it. Like there'll be certain points that'll stick in my head, but I can't just, write notes. Matthew's better at that. I'm trying to get better at it, but
just a little practice.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why, and that's another thing, you'll see me like look down in the episode, just kind of like as I'm jotting notes, everything. We went over the notes before we started this reaction. So. So that's pretty much it. That's all we had to say about it.
Yeah.
That's just all there is to it. So that's just the nature of our relationship. It's off camera. It's my best friend. She's my best friend. She's my wife. And that's it. Wouldn't change anything about it. So that's all we got to say about it. We will now move on. Is there anything else you would like to say concerning the episode or how you feel about Wheel of Time briefly before we move on?
It's just spicy. That's all I gotta say. It's just real spicy. And I'm trying to see what's gonna happen in this episode because it's a nice thick episode. So
yeah, a pretty long one.
Yeah, like a full hour.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what's going on. There's a lot happening, like in general. So
yeah. Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. So as I said, for reactions on Patreon, that's it for the intro announcements and disclaimers and all that. Hopefully we don't have to address this again in future videos. I think it's the first time we ever had to address any concerns about that.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, it just shows that some of you guys care. Trying to make sure that Shan is has the ability to voice her thoughts, which she clearly does. But as we explained, there's reasons why she may not have in the past or whatever. So just thank you guys though in general for supporting us and the channel and this journey. And really long intro, but I think we should get right into the reaction and we'll talk about it later as we normally do. Let's get into it now.
Do you think they'll like me?
I'm more worried about you liking them.
Really?
My father's brilliant and kind, but he's absent-minded and he's a bit vague.
They're so cute.
I know.
Really.
In a bamboo hut on the river.
Aww.
My father and I had.
And I'll be your fishwife.
You make a bloody awful fishwife.
They're so cute.
I know.
And then we'll retire.
Do you mean
Love
that?
makes you want to do all kinds of stuff, man.
But you'll be my fishwife.
Yeah, too bad it didn't roll out like that.
I know.
So sad. With the Aiel. Oh.
What is it? What's happening?
Was she getting visions about Rand at this point?
It's born again.
Yeah.
I feel it.
That explains why they knew and kept it secret.
Right.
It's happening now.
There it is. Oh.
Wow.
This put a damper in all their plans.
And not one word about this.
Mm.
It's violation.
What else did Lan tell you?
That you threatened to let Alana take his bond without his permission. You know you told Randall for.
Man, she has a way with Moiraine.
Yeah.
From humbler beginnings than you.
That's true.
Yeah.
If the Amelin's afraid of you, won't be for a sword.
Yeah.
That's true.
Very true.
Let's get rid of these pilgrim vibes, man.
The Amelin waits.
I mean, we can teach him how to do this. I mean, but he doesn't need to do this.
Yeah.
He's literally the dragon. There's no need for him to do any of that.
That's nice though.
Yeah, it's a clean fit, right?
Like
clean
that.
looking clean, man. Boy looking clean. Hey man, we like them looking clean, man.
I stand ready.
Do you now, boy?
Maybe.
Oh.
Whoa!
Who's that?
A fade or something? Was that Ishamel?
Who's that?
The heck? Dude literally came out the shadows like Robert Pattinson. Dude came out like Batman.
They think I'm hiding in the shadows, but I am the shadows.
Damn, bro, that was terrifying. Did they bring him to Farm? This looks like Farm's son.
Welcome.
This looks like the. Yep.
Yeah, who's that?
The heck did this? Who this? Oh,
Freak.
Lanfear. Man, my boy gonna get a break, bro. Her hair long again?
Yeah. For clarification, her hair has only been short in the dream world, not in the real world.
Oh, good observation. Yeah. Because her hair was long in her hair was long when she was with Leandrin.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna be in farm. Yo, look like some serious big.
The way this farming behaves.
Now I'm bacon sawfish.
They've been shown channel
That sounds good right now.
City was time you listen to me and do exactly as I say.
Who the f*** you think you talking to?
Nynaeve's face.
It's Nynaeve. I know it's very difficult for you.
Yes, Nynaeve.
Should all be very proud. Few women are capable of wearing the bracelet.
Gosh, I hate seeing her like this.
Creating a true link with their Damani.
You'll regret it.
Yeah, boy. Damn. You're saying this is not fun.
No.
Free my girl, bro.
It's just gorgeous. You can't imagine the array of books they have.
Sus.
That's it. I've been sus ever since.
I don't trust Varen Sadai, even if Lan does.
No, you should trust Varen.
No.
It's crazy how they respect each other.
I'm more concerned about Leandrin.
There you go.
Where'd she go?
Bro, these three mad clutch, bro. For real, honestly.
Yes.
And those two waters don't play, man. They clutch as hell, man. They don't play.
They're top tier.
They top tier waters, bro.
Lana got some good waters, man.
Yeah. In many ways.
It is my honor to welcome you to House Damodred.
Get out her house, man.
He gonna break with her, bro.
I have a question for you.
I have a theory he gonna be Nynaeve water, bro. I just have a feeling.
It's very possible.
You have to trust someone at some point, Moiraine. You can't do this by yourself.
Literally.
That turns the wheel itself.
Wild, bro.
Dashes it to pieces.
Dang.
Do you know what? But not our general.
That's wild.
Yeah.
This is not a conversation.
Uh-oh.
I won't live in your cage.
Ooh.
Here's that boy.
Dang, she literally said boy. She said boy.
Boy, if you don't...
A single Aes Sedai can handle you like bait fish.
Oh my lord, man. Damn, they power.
Egwene, you better not embarrass her, cause
right.
What have you named your Damani?
I let her keep her name. Egwene.
Let's see what this Egwene can do.
She looked like she didn't like that.
Yeah.
She's like, really?
Be bright enough that every Soldam and Falm will see you shine.
God, I hope so.
You really are treating them like companions in a non-happy way.
Yeah.
Bro, that's wild. So they're literally drawing power from them.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yo, they done woke up the cat too. Yo, Lord, y'all said, what the fuck? Shoot. Hey, damn. Oh my God. I mean, she literally said this shows what she's capable of.
Yeah.
To heir of Andor.
Get up. Don't encourage her.
I am loyal. Son of Arendt. Son of Halan.
Your name sings in his ears. Now get up. We don't have much time.
Your name sings in his ears. Bro, you about to make some serious tea, whatever that is.
Is this a sex thing or a murder thing? Either way.
Let's you close your past lives. All the people you used to be. 1,000 you. 15 minutes, then pour a cup for yourself. Only one.
Huh.
I don't like that he said only one. Gosh, I
Dang.
don't like that because he has a very addictive personality. Gosh, that's very scary.
Yeah, he might see way too much, man.
Yeah.
My peoples. What I was waiting for. Man, I already have way too much notes written down. Another Aiel. My peoples. I mean, there's a reason he can see.
Yeah. It's gonna be really interesting.
Right. See more Aiel people?
Yeah.
I'm very, like, obsessed with their culture already. I just want to know more about them.
Yeah.
Because you hear so much about them.
But you never get to see it from their side of
They really remind me of, like, they really remind me of, like, the Sand People.
Life is a dream from which we all must wake before we can dream again.
Damn.
That sounds like a book quote.
Mm-hmm.
What is she doing? Ritual? Hey, yo, when Aiel says don't, you don't.
Yeah. I mean, it's something she voluntarily is doing.
Right. Hopper's like, hey, yo, get off my freaking friend.
Yeah.
Damn.
Jeez.
Golly.
So much blood, man.
I know. You're at this point, Matt might as well just daggone see.
Yeah.
If he wanted to kill you, just kill you. Or at least if he wanted to kill you, at this point, he would have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who was Matt in the past? So I don't want to know. You said, Jay, go hit you just now. Just wait. Just wait. Your body got to process. Oh, shoot. Oh, crap.
Whoa.
Stop. Stop.
Oh, shoot.
Just like him.
Whoa.
What the heck? Just like who?
Oh my god. That's so freaking trippy.
I know.
Can you imagine, Moiraine, if one of the Forsaken got their hands on him?
Too
He's
late.
no more ready now than he was before you found him.
They're pushing him towards that side. Honestly, bro, they pushing him.
Of the world.
Falm. Egwene is there. Ishama has her.
He's gonna make it out.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna make it out. We see it in the trailer, so I don't know how he's gonna make it out.
In the dream world.
Leave us, mother.
We have a guest.
This is royal business.
Hmm.
Go upstairs now.
You know something?
Is he a dark friend? He might be a dark friend, you know.
Gosh, I hope not.
He might be.
It's very possible.
What does our master ask of me?
Yep, he's a dark friend.
Damn it.
Remove her from the board.
She is my aunt.
Exactly. Even she will be unprepared for this. Take care of her too.
Wow.
Wow.
She has nothing to lose now. Literally.
Who heard that conversation?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She's not the type to just stick around. She gonna be in the action. Yeah, he's just stroking it. Ugh.
And all I want is just to close my eyes one day and never have to open them again. Oh.
Mean.
There's so many questions.
You like it when you try to manipulate me?
Can you get me out or not, Lenford?
Oh,
God.
oh, she can get you out.
Oh, she definitely can.
Oh boy, her outfit changes.
I know.
Oh God, she can definitely get you out.
Yeah, that's more than sure.
God damn. Effortless. Y'all can't fight her.
But nothing being channeled into them.
How
is that possible? I didn't know. It's just like...
So maybe she's not really stilled?
Yeah.
Maybe she's just being temporary blocked and somebody has to remove it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. She's just killing it right now, honestly.
Yeah.
As Lanfear. She really does put the fear into Lan.
Stop.
They're laughing like ain't nothing.
In a way.
And you can lie with no one else? Bane will be disappointed. Kids will not care.
Oh gosh.
The IU people, man. Vikings, they out here, they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
One will be disappointed, one won't care.
Farm.
Everybody's making their way to farm.
Gosh.
Everybody's making their way to farm. Oh no. Now, my question we don't understand is if the Sul'dam can channel or not.
Fits well, don't you think?
Dang.
Well, now you gotta fit.
All right, well.
Make sure you do your hair up right.
Okay, she got a bed now.
Yeah.
She got upgraded to a bed. And she's just cleaning her. Like if she's literally an animal. This is wild,
Yeah.
but it's crazy to see.
Including you and me.
She's seen some really effed up stuff in a gentle way.
Yes, quite.
Freak you.
I will kill you.
That's the Gwen I'm talking about, man. I do my hair my way.
Mm-hmm.
And I will kill you. Simple as that.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen like that, Chief.
I didn't think you would do it.
Yep. Let me down.
Why?
You can't tell the Queen. You can't tell anybody.
I already have.
Oh.
You're screwed, buddy.
Man, she was willing to throw away everything for this.
Yeah.
He's not even fearful of that. He's more fearful of what they're gonna do to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Zara knows what's up, man.
The dragon reborn.
Didn't even need Lanfear's help.
Spent long enough
Yeah.
in Tyrion.
You're not alone in this any longer, sister. But you need to hurry. The city is not safe.
Lanfear was just trying to create a distraction, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
Link with me.
I don't know what the Amberlin's capable of, but I don't know if they can handle Suan. I don't know if they can handle a freaking Lanfear.
I don't know what the plan is here.
Yeah.
They're just trying to, like...
Create water?
Create a barrier?
Don't know.
Lead your sisters and heal the injured. That boy must not leave the city.
Well, he gonna leave the city.
He's gonna make it out. You better make it out.
What do you see?
Don't.
Does she know, or she's just choosing not to think? Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Didn't I say that whole maybe Rand could be the only one that could do it? Someone of equal power?
Exactly. Or more power.
Or more power.
It looks like a knot tied together. That he's tied off. Which means
It can be removed.
Okay, well,
you don't have the skill to untie this knot.
Yeah, Rand can't do it. Oh, he has to cut it. Okay. Are we gonna get it this episode? I'm nervous. Are we gonna get it this episode?
Really dangerous too, though.
Very dangerous.
What if it can cut off her power completely?
I don't know. Oh God.
Oh my gosh. Rand.
Yo, I'm stressing. Yo, he pulled the fire. Oh my God, I'm stressing. Oh my God.
Oh, this is so scary.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Oh shoot. Oh God. Yo, I'm stressing. I'm stressing.
Rand, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Are we back, boys? Let's go. Yo, we back, boys. We back. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Oh, we back. Oh, we back, fellas. Let's go.
So happy right now.
All right, now go. Oh! Wait, no. Oh, wait, no. Is she doing it? Wait, who's doing it? Oh. Oh.
Oh. No.
Now.
I wonder if they might all gentle her now. That'd be wild.
About being Moiraine Damodred.
No, if you
Oh no.
I command you to close the way gate.
Oh, she might force her to break her bond or something. Oh no, it's literally bound by the one power. Now she had no shoot. Damn.
Jeez.
Damn.
Oh no.
Oh no, she's doing it against her will. Oh. This sucks.
I hate this.
She literally commanded her. Bound by the one power. This is answering a lot of questions I've had. God, the look of betrayal. And there's Lanfear. Oh God.
She's too strong, Swan.
Oh gosh, she better not kill Suwon.
Oh, she might. Suwon dying, bro. This ain't. Oh no, Suwon dying. You cannot handle her.
Every day, you grow more like Luz.
This is stressing me the freak out.
Lucky for you, a broken Amlin is more useful to me than a dead one.
God. This is crazy. Oh, don't hit me with the flashbacks.
Oh no.
Don't hit me with the flashbacks.
Oh.
Man, they really hit me with the flash. Oh my God. Oh, 7 hells. 7 hells.
That hurt my heart.
That hurt me, man. Freak.
Oh.
Wow. 7 hells. This is
sad.
This almost felt like an early Game of Thrones episode. Not gonna lie to you. And that's good. And this honestly really felt like a Game of Thrones episode in a good way.
Gosh, we only have one more episode too.
I don't know how much of this broke canon in books, and I don't want to know right now.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go off the show. We're just not gonna address that.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna do something a little different here. Well, not different, but just so y'all don't say nothing. My loves, my dear.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on the episode before we go through my notes? How are you feeling?
I'm still processing that because that was a lot of stuff happening. I'm still trying to figure out how this is gonna, end next episode, because we're not seeing everything. It might just end with him announcing, and then we have to wait a few more years.
That's what I'm thinking. We got our writers back though.
We got our writers back.
And
Zag has a meeting soon. On Monday.
Fingers crossed. We might get back to work next week.
Yeah.
Or within the next 2 weeks, we might get back to work full production.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty big episode. That from just everything in this is giving me all the feels.
Yeah.
Just like how they're playing everything, and like, oh gosh, this episode is just hurt. It made my heart hurt. I'm processing. There's just a lot.
Mm.
It was a great episode as usual.
Yeah.
Like I've said this before, not a single episode, in my opinion, has been bad.
No, I agree.
Like there's some that might be a little on the slower side, but nothing has ever been bad.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really getting that feeling this season.
Not this season. I'm saying it's
in general?
as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, as a whole.
Yeah, this season has been on point.
Yeah,
every single. Let me put the timer up this time. I feel like the season has been on point. Literally my only complaint has been the lack of intro music, but that's just whatever.
Yeah.
Like the actual content itself has been amazing.
Yeah.
Every episode, there was not a single episode where I was just like bored or not like. No, not at all, man. Yeah. Not at all.
Like season 1 was a good introduction to these characters and, the main goal. And this just is hitting the nail on the head constantly. So I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really sad that there's only one more left, because I could just watch this for another like 20 episodes.
Yeah, no lie. No lie. Banning facts.
It just feels so short. That's how you know you have a good show on your hands.
Oh yeah.
That's how you know.
I will say by the season, by episode 7 of the last season, before the final episode, it was starting to feel a little like I didn't know where they were going with it.
Yeah.
Like some things are just kind of but I'm not getting that feeling now. Like now I'm just like, bro, only one?
Yeah.
Give us 8 more, and then give us 8 more after that.
Right. Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Just make this like an anime, like just weekly
episode. Nah, it's not doable in a realistic sense.
It's really not.
Only soap operas can do that.
Yeah.
And at that point, it gets stale after your 125th season. Yeah. You know, at that point,
for like 40 years.
Going for 40 years. Like Young and the Restless been going on since the 70s.
Yeah.
And it's still going on with Victor Newton standing strong. Look, don't ask me how I know. Okay, you can ask me how I know. I'll just tell you. No, my mom watches a lot of Young and the Restless, and I used to watch on and off with her over the years.
Yeah.
Just when I was sneaking to her room.
Everyone's mom has watched it.
Watched some type of soap opera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a telenova.
Yeah.
Telenovas do the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I'm just, like I said, the season just been baller.
You taking my quote now?
It's been baller.
Yeah, it's been baller season.
Yeah. I'm just trying to say my thoughts without getting into stuff, because I know we're gonna go over all of it. So.
Yeah, I got the notes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can elaborate as I go through the notes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of sharing your thoughts on everything too, like just how, you know, I think this season has been strong.
Yeah.
You know, there hasn't been an episode where I'm just like, man, like this is not it. Or
for the very few people that might have not like fully been invested after season 1, I feel like this would solidify it for sure.
Yeah, I think so. I agree.
For sure. This has had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And it's been very intriguing. And it's kept my attention very well.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, like I said, there hasn't been an episode that fell off for me, period.
So I feel like there's also a lot of shows where they have like multiple storylines happening at once that like sometimes they get a little confusing.
Yeah.
But I feel like this explains it. And
I'm sorry, season, just to interrupt here. I think just to add to it, I think season 1 felt like that, where it had too much going on. But anyways, yeah, please continue.
Yeah, but either way, this season, like I've been able to keep up and like kind of understand everything that's happening, and they've done it in a way to make you, you know, see the different side and see what everyone's doing. Like, you know, let's say for example Perrin, right? There might be 2 episodes where he's in, and then 1 where he's not, and then he comes back, and you know, giving different people different highlights. Yeah. To be able to keep the flow nice.
The only one I felt that didn't get that treatment is Matt so far.
But I feel like
this is the most we got.
I feel like they're doing more now, though.
Well, in this episode was the most we got from him so far. I mean, we've gotten glimpses of what was going on with him, but I feel like they're reserving Matt for a bigger thing later.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why I feel like because, I mean, there's only so much you can show when he was in the cell, too. Because he was there for like half the season.
I mean, they could have technically shortened his time in the cell from a writing standpoint.
They could have, but
I don't know what they're trying to do.
You had to line stuff up too. So you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, they could have written around it in a way that that could have still happened. But
I mean, I didn't necessarily mind it too much because I like, you know, we've been saying I feel like Matt's gonna have a bigger purpose, and they're really starting to show that he does now.
Yeah.
So
it didn't bother me too much either. It's just like I was just trying to think of ways that they could have, if they had to do something that could have been where they could have done something.
I'm with you. Anyway.
Yeah.
Notes.
Did you want to go over the notes now?
Yeah.
We got a whole bunch. Look at this.
It's a whole lot. I feel like we can condense some though.
We can condense some of them. Look
Yeah.
at all these notes of this episode. We can try to condense. We can just, because I write big things and I write little things down too, little details that I want to remember. So we can kind of just start with how the episode started. So it started with 20 years ago.
Mhm.
Okay, so we got to look at Siuan and Moiraine, and we'll talk about them.
Realize that means Rand is only 20.
Yeah, Rand's only 20.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, we didn't know, like, or at least I didn't know his exact age.
No, we did know that they were between the ages of 20 and 25, though.
Yeah, but
That
I
we knew.
didn't know exactly how old. I'm like, damn, he's like such a baby still.
Not that much of a baby. You were 21. So I was 21. I didn't want to be called a baby when I was 20.
I know, but like in comparison, I know he's only technically a few years younger. And I'm like, I didn't know anything at 20. I could not be doing this. I was still like trying to figure out life.
I'm still trying to figure out life.
Oh, extra trying to figure out life, I should say.
I don't even know what the heck I'm doing half the time. Like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, yo, what? I'm like,
you know what?
I wake up mad confused every day.
That's fair. But can you imagine yourself at 20?
Being a dragon, having that much responsibility.
Yeah.
Well, you know my story. I would say yes. For me, yes, because I had I would say yes, just because I won't get too much into detail right now, but I had a lot put on me.
Yeah.
When I was about 18, 19 years old. A lot of major responsibilities were put on me at that age. So, and I had to think of more people than myself. Still do. I had to, I had to think of my family and a lot more people than myself. So my actions impacted everyone around me. So, that being said, if I was in Rand's position, I would say yes. Just because I had to do something, like not in the sense that like the whole fate of the world is relying on
that's
you.
what I'm saying. This is I like your responsibility was a big one.
Yeah, it's not like the world though. It's
but
different.
As a comparison.
Yeah, I mean, this is the fate of time, the fate of the world.
Yeah.
So I can't say I fully relate, but I'm saying I'd probably be more equipped than most. That'd probably be the most
you'd be quicker to take responsibility and like try to work with it than
would I be able, honestly, I think, if I'm being honest, I think I maybe react to it the same way Rand is. Because if I'm being realistic here, because Rand has a lot of, Rand has now been thrown into this situation. He's going with the flow, but he's also questioning everything.
Oh yeah.
And he's like also, trying to figure out what are his options, and he's listening to people in a way. And it's little by little. Like Lan was telling him, like, do XYZ, you got to do this. Moiraine was telling him this, So I feel like Rand is pretty level-headed for his age.
Said Rand or Lan?
Rand.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like Rand is pretty level-headed for a 20-year-old.
Yeah, I feel like he's had a lot thrown at him.
Yeah.
So he's kind of had to adjust.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
Trust me, I wouldn't deal with that situation perfectly. I mean,
I don't think anyone could, no matter the age, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty big thing.
It depends on your training, though.
There's a difference between him and Logain, too, because Logain kind of has like a superiority complex.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
and he was training since he was younger because he thought he was a dragon.
Right.
So, yeah.
So there's a difference in that.
Yeah.
But, there's also maturity level. Like there's a big difference between that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Logain spent a good majority of his life though.
Yeah.
Like we're saying, spent, training himself in preparation. Yeah. Whereas, Rand
just got thrown in. It's like,
just hunting in the woods.
Surprise! You're the dragon.
Surprise, you're the dragon, man. Like, honestly, if someone came and told me that at 20, because some of y'all know, some of y'all don't know, I have like a lot of anxiety issues. My brain would literally spiral out of control. I would be so afraid.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would adjust, which is why I'm saying I think I'd be a little more prepared, because I would just adjust, because I've had to adjust to many curveballs thrown at me in my life. So I would adjust, but it would take him. I feel like it would take a little bit, and it wouldn't happen. Like I would be terrified. I'd be scared. I would, because not only do I not have this power, but now you're hearing everyone telling you that like, yo, this power you could potentially hurt yourself with and kill the ones that you care about. And it's like, so you should, some are saying you should channel, some you're saying you shouldn't channel, some are saying you should do, and it's like you're getting all these things from, you know, all over the place. And it's just like, so I feel like Rand is handling this the best he could.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a big thing to be thrown at you at such a vulnerable age, I'd say.
Yeah.
So
can't even drink at 21 in America. I mean, you can't even drink at 20 in America.
Yeah.
You know.
So I mean, that coupled with the fact that he's, you know, getting all this other stuff thrown at him, like, you know, land fear and the Forsaken, and
wait,
you know,
he's definitely went to beyond beginning of laughing.
Well, not according to her.
Well, listen. You also know my story.
Yeah.
You know, some people don't know. You know, I would.
I know what you're
I can definitely, without getting into personal details, you know,
yes,
that I would have been Rand. That's why when I look at Rand, I see so much of myself at that age, especially with that situation.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know my story.
Yeah.
So that's how I was warning my brother in the light. You know, that's how I was warning him, like, bro, you like, listen to me.
Don't.
Just don't do what you do. It's not worth it. Anyway, so moving on from that, we got obviously with Suan and Moiraine. We'll talk about it throughout the discussion, but it was so cute seeing them. What are your thoughts on that whole thing? Because before I share my things,
that was like that whole thing with them. This entire episode, I won't touch too much on the end stuff, but just seeing how they were 20 years ago, just like so full of life and so ready to take on the world together and, you know, live their lives happily together. And that all just came crumbling down with that one thing. And, you know, it seems like over the course of those years that they were trying to, like, they still have love for each other, obviously, but they were trying to keep that, but with this massive weight on their shoulders. So it kind of, like, in any relationship, if there is something that big looming over the both of you, it's going to take a toll on your relationship.
Yeah.
So
it would take a toll on us if we were in that situation.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So just seeing like how happy they were then, and like in my mind I was going back to season 1. I'm like, oh, they seem so happy, but just seeing the beginning of this episode is like, man, that really took a toll on them. Like, they were happy, but you know, it wasn't like it was before. And it's just, you know, at the end of the episode, and like I said, I won't touch too much on it, just seeing the hurt between the two of them. It just broke my heart.
That broke me, man. I damn near shed a tear. It's like, I don't know, like we can kind of get into this next point too, because there's all kind of like in the same category. But like, and I wrote the name Gitara Sadai, I think was her name. I couldn't get the spelling right, but it sounded like they said Gitara Sadai. Now, thing with her is that like you get this big bombshell thrown on you.
Yeah.
They're talking about, you see, in shows, this is writing 101. When they start talking about all their future plans and what they want to do, somebody dying or they just not accomplishing that.
Yeah.
It's just not happening.
Yeah.
That's especially in drama television. Like if it's a slice of life, it'll probably happen.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's a slice of life anime or something, it's most likely going to happen because those animes are meant to be happy and take you away from the stressors of real life.
Yeah.
They might replace those stressors with comedy. Yeah. So it might be like if a guy is getting fired from his job, like he'd get fired, but then it'll be in a comedic way.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, he'll move on to something better. But if it's a drama series and somebody start talking about how they want to do this and they about to blow up and they about to go crazy, it ain't happening, brother. We ain't making it out the hood. Like I'm telling you, if you watch any black movie where there's a rapper or somebody that's in a gang or something, and they're like, yeah, man, we about to make it out the mud with this song, but we about to go crazy. We about to make it out. That brother ain't making it past minute 20 in the movie, bro. Yeah. That's it. By the time you get to minute 20 in the film, that brother ain't making it out. What happened to the movie we're watching, Beat?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She's making music and everything like that. I'm like, bro, nah, that ain't it. She ain't making it out of this movie.
Yeah.
So when they start talking about it's a stereotype, it's true though. When they start talking about that stuff, they ain't making it out. So at that point, we had already known. At that point, at that point, it was everything just kind of shattered for them. Their whole dreams, their hopes, and everything.
Yeah.
You saw the look on their face, like, especially when this person who seemed to be like a mentor figure for them, maybe their teacher or, one of the sitters or something.
Yeah, it seemed like it was probably a sitter.
Yeah. Someone did explain to me, and I got to shout her out on Twitter because she's been giving me non-spoiler glossaries. For, let me see. Yeah, she's been giving me non-spoiler glossaries for this. Pavara T, at Pavara T on Twitter or X. She's been giving me a lot of non-spoiler.
I appreciate people
glossaries.
Doing non-spoiler stuff for us.
Yeah,
because like there's stuff that I want explained, but not in a spoilery way that'll affect how I see.
Yeah,
because
she asked me if I have any questions to ask her or anything. So I had asked her last episode about the sitter situation, like if there was like leaders or not, or whatever.
Leader of the house or whatever.
Yeah, and she said that there can be more than one sitter, and they're kind of like all political heads in a way.
I see.
Or like
what? That does make sense. Thinking back to last season with Moiraine and Suwon, and when they were dismissing her, there was multiple of each color. Yeah. So that does make sense.
It makes sense, yeah. So again, thankful she's been giving me non-spoiler stuff. She's been very careful of avoiding spoiler because she would say, like, she had said in the message, like, if it's, you can ask a question, and if it's kind of a spoiler, I won't really answer it. Yeah. So she said sitters are like U.S. senators. They are representatives in the Hall of the Tower, which collectively with the Amyrlin makes policy decisions. Each Aja has 3.
Yeah,
there are other roles one can attain in the Aja, but they vary, and you'll probably learn more about a couple of them later in the series, so I won't go into detail. So she's just one of the sitters.
I see.
So
that doesn't make sense now with the last season. I'm like, how do they pick like who goes in, who stays out, and
we saw her in this episode too. Yeah. We'll get to that. But with Guitarra Sedai, if that's her, if I'm saying it correctly.
Yeah, it could be something completely else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looked like she's the potion master. I don't know. but we saw how that whole news just upended their life, and they were the only 2 there that she trusted to leave on this dying news.
Yeah.
About the situation.
That whole situation just crazy, and it just breaks my heart, man.
And the Aiel people.
Yeah. There's so many misconceptions, man.
I have so many well, it's crazy. It seems like and we'll get to Avianda. We'll get to Avianda and all that later in a second. Did you want to move on from that point and move on to the next thing? So Rand and Suwan's meeting. I kind of wrote 2 things about it, but if by the time I get back down to it, maybe we can talk about it. What was your reaction to their meeting? Like, what were you expecting to see?
I don't know what I was expecting to see, to be honest. Because I was like, it's going to go one of 2 ways. Is that she can be really accepting of him and, try to work with him and, try to, help him to see, the light, for lack of a better word. Or, he could get gentled and locked up and, whatever. Well, not necessarily gentled because they do kind of need him.
Yeah.
But, Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure how that meeting was gonna go, but just seeing like how it went, like it was a little confusing because she was like being kind of nice with him, but then it's like no, okay, you know, I'm just gonna do what I'm supposed to do.
We're gonna imprison you.
Yeah, you're gonna stay here until I need you.
You're just a tool.
Yeah.
I have thoughts on that, but when you're done, yeah.
Yeah, no, you go ahead.
You know, I was just gonna say concerning that whole thing with them imprisoning her, or imprisoning him.
Yeah.
It sucks because, man, okay. So this brings me to another thought too, which we did talk about this on the Dusty Will stream. That what I love about this show is the moral ambiguity. Everybody has some great areas.
Yeah.
Because when the Dark One is talking, or I keep saying the Dark One, but when Ishamel and the Forsaken are talking, some of the things they're saying, I'm like,
yeah, right. I'm like, I don't know who to trust. I don't know who to believe. I don't know, there's so many things that are right and wrong on both sides.
Yeah.
Or can be seen that way.
Right.
So there's,
And then you get to the Amelin seat in the White Tower, and it's also like,
especially how she's portrayed too, which is very intentional, is that she's viewed like very majestically and like all these like light colors and like gold, like you know, she's very majestic, she's very trustworthy looking.
Yeah.
And then she does some stuff that's like,
But then she's also scary too, because even Rand, just to add to that, it's like a duality, because even Rand was like, you're gonna gentle me like you did Logain.
Right.
But
But that's what I was saying, even in this too, like she's so scary because there's so many sides to her. There's the soft side that she might have with like Moiraine.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's, the powerful, Amyrlin that, is having to run this entire, company, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, exactly. She liked to speak out of house.
Yeah. And then there's the other side of her that has to kind of play both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Be a little nice, but not too nice to give them what they want.
Like
and
with Egwene and Nynaeve when they first met.
Exactly. So there's so many sides to her that, like, that just makes her scary to me.
Yeah.
Because you never really know where her head's at. So, like, we were saying, there's a lot of moral ambiguity in this.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she does have all these sides it almost kind of masks, like, what is her true thoughts?
Yeah.
How does she feel about this? Does she actually want Rand to be able to, train and get better? But she has to do what she's, supposed to do as the Amyrlin?
Right.
Or is she like, no, I already planned to do this?
Yeah, regardless of what happened, this was going to be the outcome.
Yeah. So it's really interesting seeing the different ways she goes about things. And that's why I find her very interesting as a character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that whole scene in general was just like, it was like, because it was a moment that I was waiting for the most, basically, because even in the trailer, it was the moment I was waiting for the most, because I was like, okay. And I wrote exactly what she said here when she said, and I put quotations around it just to make sure. Why did I write this thing? Okay, yeah. She said, you're the water that turns the wheel or shatters it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Essentially what she said. I kind of wrote it down in passing. And that was the part I was waiting for most, because now we got the revelation that, like, of course, you literally are outside of all of this. You're not a spoke in the wheel.
You are the person that turns the wheel.
You are the person that can shape the way it goes, or you can destroy it altogether, break the world again.
Exactly.
And now we're set back another 1,000 years.
Exactly.
And we can even go back even more. So it's crazy when you think about that. And then also to add on top of that too, which I also wrote later down, which we can kind of compile into this, she humbled the mess out of my boy. My man was about to thing, and she's like,
she's refined with it. She's had the time with it. Rand has not.
And she's like 6 months and Moiraine hasn't taught you anything.
Yeah. And it's really crazy if you think about it, because you would think that, you know, like obviously Rand has a lot of power. Like looking at his weeds alone, they're very bright.
It's juicy.
Yeah, they're very bright. And then she just
Yep.
It's like she doesn't need to exert all that power to, you know, thing with him. Because
there's a way to do push-ups and a way to do push-ups.
Yeah.
Like technique is always important. Like if there's anything I can talk about from my martial arts experience and my journey throughout the years is that technique is more important than anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how physically strong you are. It helps if you know how to wield it, of course. But it doesn't matter how strong you are physically. It doesn't matter how, you know, I mean, fitness does play, it is a factor, yes, but you know, it's all about technique. Even in working out, like even if you go to the gym and like, you know, even sometimes when we're talking, I would be like, babe, if you're gonna bend down, like don't bend down your back and stuff. Like, you know, it's the technique, like little things like that. Like even going down on the ground to pick something up, like it can set you back 5 years in your back. Yeah. Speaking of someone with back pain and back issues because of improper technique. So, you know, that's something I would have to remind myself, like, okay, make sure like when I'm getting down, I think properly.
Bend, do not
bend, do not bend your back. Like actually gotta like do it properly. So it's little things like that. So the point I'm trying to make is that, like, you know, there's really a big difference between someone who's trained and someone who's not. Like we've seen a guy, like I remember, I'll never forget this day. And this is not to brag or anything or not to, you know, whatever. This is just to give an example from a personal experience. So I obviously, as you can see, I'm a bigger, heftier person. And the samurai arts that I always talk about from time to time, that, you know, that I've trained with, and I still, you know, do things. One thing I learned at my time, especially like I'm not as active in the dojo right now because of time, but at the time when I was more active in the dojo, there was this guy that came in and he was a strong guy, like super strong, like probably a little bit stronger than me, like more in shape than I was. And dude came in like mad cocky that day. Guy came in mad cocky, and at this point, I think I was already like maybe a year into training at this dojo. At this point, roughly a year at this point, and I got my butt handed to me quite a few times. Yeah. In many different ways, and at this point, dude comes up to me and he was like questioning all the techniques and methods, how it doesn't work. And he was claiming that he could overpower me in the situation. And I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything because we weren't trained to be cocky or aggressive or trained to be, like overconfident. We just trained you learn what you got to do and you apply it. And every day is a lesson. It's never like you're going to be, thing. So I was just like, whatever, man, like whatever. Like I've been there. I was looking at him like, dude, I've been there. Like I've been there thinking like, dude comes in, tries to do something on me, dropped him down every single time. And effortlessly too, because of the technique. Yeah. It wasn't because of my strength. It wasn't because of my strength or lack thereof. It was because of the technique. And, he got humbled in that moment.
And then never came back.
He never came back. But like, for me, when I got humbled my first time going there, I was like, yo, I gotta come back. I gotta learn more about this.
I gotta figure out
how to do that. How y'all do that to me? So the point is, it don't matter how strong you are, how powerful you are. And the first time we saw this in the show, too, not first time we saw it, but the first time we saw it in this season was perfect example with Nynaeve and Liandrin. Like, Nynaeve is clearly more powerful than Liandrin. At least we've seen in the series. Yeah. They couldn't even stop Logain. Nynaeve was the one that was that had enough power to shock him to the point, for them to subdue him. Yeah. Right? So, at that point it was clear, but even with that, with her lack of knowledge and training and technique, Liandrin was able to humble her.
Absolutely.
So, objectively speaking, Rand is 10 times powerful than Amberlynn.
Yeah.
10 times more powerful, but that means nothing without training and technique. And that was what that moment showed you right there when she went on to ranting, or not ranting, but going on to say, like, 6 months and she hasn't taught you anything.
Yeah.
Because if she knew that's why she did what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he knew anything, she would not have succeeded in that.
Yeah.
She would have been able to push.
Well, that's like what Lan was saying before he even went in. It was like, she's not going to be afraid of your sword.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And she's the fact that she read him enough to be able to be like, boy, sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that just shows.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like she was waiting for him to do something.
Look at how Lanfear uses the one power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The most I think we've ever seen her weave was when it was going around her hand in that moment to go through the gate.
Yeah.
Prior to that, she's been doing little things effortlessly.
Mm-hmm.
And look how she just put Suan back like she was a playgirl.
Exactly.
Or I got some girl in the school, little girl in the schoolyard.
Bye.
She looks like flicked her off.
It was like nothing.
Right? But quote up an old song to show my age. Look at the flick of the wrist.
Oh my
Remember that song?
Yes. I remember all the memes with like the Romeo and Juliet thing. What's that?
Look at the flick of the wrist. Yeah, she flicking the wrist her, man. Like she just did.
She really showed her age.
Showed her age right there, yeah. So, anyways, in that moment, if and from what I understand, Rand is supposed to be way more powerful than Lanfear.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
I mean, I believe the dragon is the most powerful. I don't know about the dark in comparison to the dark one.
Yeah.
Is more powerful than him, or I'm not sure.
From what I remember when we had watched the extras.
Yeah.
The last time, from what I remember, and since they had already explained this,
I have very vague memories of it though, so I don't fully remember everything.
Okay, in the comments, I think anyone who says this is safe. Because I think they already showed us this, and they already showed us this in the extras.
Do not expand on it though.
Oh yeah, don't expand. Just remind us.
Yes.
From what I understand, or correct us, I should say.
Yeah.
From what I understand, Lews Therin and the Dark One were basically neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
He imprisoned the Dark One, but the Dark One retaliated by corrupting the one power for men.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what caused Lews Therin to break the world and to destroy his family.
Mm-hmm.
Because from what I remember,
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, from what I remember, Lews Therin, like men could channel, were freely able to channel like it was nothing. Like they were part of the White Tower, they were part of the thing. Like that was a normal thing. And then it only became corrupted when the Dark One retaliated against Lews Therin for imprisoning him.
Yeah.
So it seems like the only person that was capable of that was on the same level power-wise with the dragon was the Dark One. So just going off of that, I think guys, she's like playing with my hair right now. It's okay. She's literally playing with my hair this entire time. I didn't even say to me, if it helps you focus, it's fine. Because we're going over a lot here. To me, that told me that like the dragon is more powerful than anybody else in this world besides the Dark One.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know in comparison if one is slightly more or I know they were like pretty close, and
I like to think of it like Odin in MCU Odin.
Mm-hmm.
Odin and the Frost Giant.
Mm-hmm.
The king, the Frost Giant King. I like to think of it like that because they were pretty much nearly on equal playing field.
Naruto and Sasuke?
Oh, no. Yeah. That might be a good example. I mean,
Naruto. On even playing field power-wise.
You know what it is? If you want to use Naruto comparisons? Rand is Naruto. Immature, has a wealth of power, doesn't know how to use it. It's going to take him longer to master it. The Dark One is Sasuke.
Yeah.
Knows everything he needs to know. Do you want to know who Ishamel is?
Mm.
You want to guess who I'm going to say he is?
Who?
Ishamel is Itachi. In early Naruto. Minus him being a good guy. Spoilers. But besides that, what I mean why I use the Itachi comparison is because while Itachi is nowhere near as powerful as Naruto, and if he wanted to fight Naruto, like now Naruto, like Hokage Naruto, it ain't happening. Like Itachi would lose every time. It ain't happening because Sasuke surpassed Itachi at this point. But the point I'm trying to make was at that time, like, you know, Naruto before Shippuden, Itachi knew so much about how to do what he was doing that he came off as really powerful, really skilled, and no one could really touch him like that.
Yeah.
Nobody could really try to come near this guy. You know, the Hokage wasn't even afraid of him. Like, it was that serious. So Ishamel kind of reminds me of him in that way. Itachi was powerful. He had power. He was strong. But in comparison to Naruto's raw energy and his power, not happening.
Yeah.
Not enough chakra. Same thing with Rand and Ishamel. That's how I see it. Rand kind of got that Kurama chakra in him. But because he doesn't know how to use it, and because he doesn't know how to wield, and just like Naruto, just like any main anime protagonist, it only comes out in their need.
Yeah.
And in desperation is when the power comes to help you. Like Naruto, literally in every episode before he started training in Shippuden.
Right.
Literally every episode of him, he's afraid something happens. Ah! What do I do? Kurama's like, I got you, bruh. Power. Same thing with Rand.
Yeah.
Same thing with Rand. So it's going to be interesting to see how this develops for him going forward.
Yeah.
We can move forward from this. I think we kind of summarized some of the whole Suwan thing, so we don't go over that. This is a small question I had. They just got a chair for the Amberlin in every city, bro? That's what I'm thinking about.
Or do they just bring their own?
Right, they just carry a chair with them, just got a whole truck at the back, just log in the chair.
I wouldn't be shocked if
that'd be wild though.
I mean, that's technically a higher up house, so they might just have like a throne kind of thing.
If I'm not mistaken, though, I mean, yes, could be that. But if I'm not mistaken, though, it looked very similar to her throne at the White Tower.
Yeah, I'm not 100%.
I'm not going to go find a reference now.
Yeah,
but because that'd be a whole thing.
Yeah, it'll be another ring conversation.
It'd be another ring, the infamous ring conversation. What a day that was. No, I don't know. This is a random question I had.
Yeah.
Explain in the comments if it's not a spoiler. Might not matter. It's a small detail.
It's like, yes, there is an Emerald Sea and everything, or no, there is. It's just a throne.
Or I wonder if every noble person, right? If every noble house has their thrones designed to be like the Amberlin seats chair, because maybe the nobles are kind of like if it were similar to how it is back in Regency eras back in the day, the nobles were like council members in a way.
Yeah.
That, you know, the member of the High Lords is essentially. So I wonder if it was just like maybe there's just a chair for the Amberlin seat.
It's very possible in case of, you know,
in certain areas.
Yeah, it's very possible.
But we also know that not everybody.
It's also, you know, Moiraine's house.
That's another thing too. So. That's what I'm thinking too. But we also know that not everybody cares about the Amberlin seat, though.
Yeah.
At least not anymore.
Yeah.
Not everybody respects the Amberlin seat.
Yeah. So
that's a small detail.
Yeah.
Matt and Lanfear, I wrote that down, but we can talk about Matt later.
Yeah.
She was just an errand boy.
Yeah.
Another thing, Elaine and Nynaeve's relationship.
Yeah, I feel like
hilarious in a way.
Yeah. It's almost like Sam and Bucky, like early Sam.
Yeah, early Sam and Bucky for sure.
Yeah, because they both have the same goal as, like, you know, they have their friend, and you know they're trying to save their friend.
Their one mutual friend.
Yeah, but like, I don't really like you right now.
Right.
Like, don't tell me what to do.
Right. He's like, can you move up your seat? No.
Yeah.
But to talk about them is a little bit later on in the episode, but we can talk about it now.
Yeah.
They or do you want to save it for the end?
I mean, we can kind of discuss it as a whole, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
They captured the Sultan.
Yes.
What is your reaction to that? And what do you think is going to happen?
Well, look, I know that their plan is to try to get the outfit and everything to be able to sneak in. So, because they had that talk with Loyal, it's like, oh, only the Sultan can get close.
Yeah.
So, who is going to go in is the question, because there's only one. Is one of them going to pose as a Dumane?
That might be the plan, you know, Dumane Sultan.
It's very possible. Yeah. I'm very, very intrigued by how that's going to work. Like, are they going to make sure they get the hair right? Because they have very specific hair.
Yeah, braid.
Yeah, that...
The face markings, too. How are they going to handle that?
Yeah. You got, like, a makeup team or something?
Are they just going to go get some makeup and
Yeah.
Thing?
Yeah, so... Yeah, I'm trying to...
Where are they going to get the mouth guard thing from? Do they just... Maybe the Sultan just keep it on them and then they put it...
Possible.
In the mouth when it's time to go head out?
Or if they're even gonna... Unless just one of them's going in. You know, we really don't know.
Yeah.
You know, for all we know, they might just send Nynaeve in.
I do have a thing, though. It's possible it might backfire.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because what if the Sultan knows exactly how to remove the collar?
Yeah. It's possible. But you can't remove it without the thing either.
No, I'm trying to say, because to go back to the observation you made in last episode, was that the bracelet thing is tethered to it. And, you know, any actions against it will reflect against you.
Yeah, specifically any actions that... You know, if you view something as
a weapon,
or, you know, and intend to kill.
What kind of software they use to program that? Like, I want to know what kind of
power.
The one power, I guess, the one power Python. Like, what we doing? Like, like how did they code that? I want to know.
Python,
they use it.
Python Gen 2.
The one power AI edition. Like, I don't know what they do in Chat GPT.
Yeah, Chat GPT.
Chat GPT source. Like, I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know what. But like, we'll have to see what happens. That was pretty risky.
Very. Yeah, but I think they've kind of. You know, especially when Remo was fighting, I kind of figured out like everything. Like they were being very observant.
Yeah.
So I think they kind of got the idea of how it worked and everything, and you know.
Well, while we're talking about that, we could move on to the next thing now: the Dumane and the Sultan.
Yeah,
we got some more looks into that.
Yeah, actually, so it seems as though. Like, obviously, like, we got TikTok girl and stuff, like, you know, but...
We're just going to keep calling her TikTok girl.
That's
Sorry.
TikTok girl.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, you saw, like, Egwene's power going into the bracelet thing, the arm guard.
That's the question I have. Was it going in, or was she just making a tethered link?
That's what I'm saying.
Just like a cable plugging into tether.
I'm still kind of confused about whether or not the Sultan can channel. Or if they just use their Dumane.
I think they just use them. I think, from what I observed about that, my theory is
like
that
they just use the Dumane.
It seemed, and based on what the lady also said as well, like with the clues from what she said verbally, was that you know, I can't remember the exact words, but using the Dumane to their full potential or something like that.
Yeah,
and it seems like
no, it seemed like, you know, it was kind of flowing into the bracelet to be able to exert the power, essentially.
Yeah,
and not necessarily channeling it, but just exerting it.
That's kind of where I'm leading. I'm thinking that they use that to reach in, It sends the link to tether to the bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
And
it just exerts whatever.
I think she can connect to her telepathically in some way, or empathically.
There it is.
Empathically, whether through emotion or mental.
Yeah.
Or both. I don't know. Either way, she's able to maybe communicate to Egwene to control.
But that's the thing. Egwene didn't do anything. So that's...
She did.
She didn't. She was standing there.
No, she did something. She did something, but what I think happened there, and feel free to interrupt, like I'm saying, what I think happened there was that all Rena did was Rena has the key and she unlocked it.
Yeah, but Egwene was just standing there. Is what I'm saying. She didn't like channel it or like she didn't like move at all in that. Like Rena just like.
Can we go back and play it?
You can go back.
I just because
I know Egwene didn't move.
She didn't move, but it looked
power.
She didn't move, but it looked like if she did exert some energy there. How early was this? All right, so let me put my headphones on real quick just so that we can see. Y'all won't be able to see. We're just now. Let's see. She said, "Go ahead, Egwene."
No, she said, "Good."
And she said, "Good."
She said, "Good."
Not go ahead. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 and 1. So here's what I'm thinking looking at this. So, okay. I'm revising my theory now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're right about Egwene not doing anything. But okay, I think you're right about Egwene not doing anything. I think what's happening there, and correct me if I'm wrong if this is what you said already.
Mm-hmm.
It looks as if, so obviously she said a command.
Yeah.
And that triggered the ability to go off.
Yeah.
And a matter of fact, you know what? I think you're just right I think you're right in general, because she said, I think from how I'm remembering, I think she said, "Don't worry, I won't need you for this."
Yes.
Isn't that what she said?
Something like that. Yeah.
Let me get the exact words. You know, I think you're right about that. So Egwene didn't physically do anything.
Yeah.
There. She just used her power.
Well, she didn't technically even use
No, I'm saying Rena.
Oh,
sorry.
Rena.
Rena just used her power on her command.
Yes.
Man, this makes this situation worse.
Yeah.
This makes the situation worse. But it seems as because it seems like some of the Damane at a certain point get to control their own power.
Once they're obedient.
Once they're obedient at a certain time.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing because I think the purpose
is still in their training phase technically.
Yeah, the purpose of this whole thing was to demonstrate the Damane's power.
Yeah.
So all right, let's see what exactly what she said here. This whole entire scene was kind of important. I really wanted to highlight this whole thing. Yeah, even her being like concerned that
she was able to keep her name. Yeah, because I also want to touch on that really quick because I feel like Egwene being able to keep her name is a big reason why she is still fighting. Because she's, by her keeping her name, she's still being called Egwene. That's a constant reminder that she still is Egwene. That she's not completely gone.
It's like Spirited Away.
Yeah.
Where she lost her name. And
exactly.
She became Stend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But she always knew that
Deep
she
down.
Was, Chihiro.
Chihiro. Mm-hmm.
And she forgot her name for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did forget. She straight up forgot her name. Yeah.
But Egwene being able to keep her name, that's another tactic they use to make them give in and be more obedient. Your name's not Matthew. Your name is Greg.
Yeah.
that's a completely different thing. You're no longer a Matthew. You're what I call you.
Exactly.
And Egwene being able to keep her name, there's still that inside of her.
Yeah.
She's still the same person. She's just going to have to power through. And I think that's very important.
Man, is it bad that I hate how good the Suldam's braids are?
I know, they're clean.
It's so
clean.
good. It's like really nice braids.
Yes. They're so clean.
It looks really good. I hate to admit that it looks... Even the Tamane's hair looks...
They always make sure they look good, bro.
I hate that how good their outfits and hair and everything look.
Also, I'm just realizing the difference. You know, the Suldam and all that have like a lot of hair, and then the nobles have like little to no hair.
Yep. The leaders have...
It really shows.
The more hair you have, it shows the ranks right there.
Yeah.
Because anybody higher up, they like you saw that whole noble room had like shorter hair.
Yeah.
It wasn't bald, but it was short.
Yeah.
It's wild. You saw, look how long their hair is.
Mm-hmm.
I hate how clean the braids are, bro. Braids looking clean, man.
She wasn't wrong about that.
Hmm?
She wasn't wrong about that.
Know that you're mine. It's like a pride thing.
Mm-hmm. And she said, "Don't embarrass me," pretty much. So. Yeah.
I don't need anything from you for this.
Yeah. So it's just...
Yeah, she's tethering to her.
She's essentially exporting her energy.
Yeah, I don't think so. The thing is, I don't think she is... I will say, I'm just going to say this. I don't think she is taking her energy in her. I think she's just linking up with her and feeling it.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to say that how
no, because obviously she still has it.
Yeah, I thought she was sucking it out of her.
Yeah, no, it's the collar and the thing. It's a connection. We saw that even in the last episode when, Egwene thinged with the tree.
Mm-hmm.
She was feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I'm not saying that she's like taking it, but she's like, be like tugging it. So it's like, all right, let's go. It's like it's like one of those dolls, like with the string, you pull it.
Yeah.
So like kind of make it do what it's supposed to do, essentially.
Yeah, I know. Again, I know you guys can't see it because the way we have to edit it.
Yeah, but you know
what the scene that we're talking about here. So. Yeah. Gwen had her powers wild. Yeah. She had no control in that situation.
Yeah.
This just makes it even more sad because I was thinking that like, okay, whatever, but like now she has no control.
Well, this is just also to display her power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is good for Egwene. Okay, let me explain. Let me explain. Let me preface. Words are important, okay? So obviously the situation is bad for Egwene.
Yeah.
But what the good takeaway from the scene for Egwene is she's now seeing what she is capable of
visually. Yeah, this is all her own power.
Yes.
And
it's not even her linking with anybody else.
This is all her own, her straight,
connection. Mm-hmm. She got a lot of chakra.
Yeah. And like it's a visual, she's surpassing like everybody else.
Bro, her and Nynaeve are like Jinchuriki, bro. They're like, I'm just finding all the Naruto comparisons. They're like Jinchuriki.
Yeah.
They're like a 2 tails and a 3 tails.
Yeah.
That's literally what they are.
Rand is the 9th.
Rand is the 9th tail. Rand is a 10 tail. What you mean? Rand is a 10 tail. Rand is an Otsutsuki at this point, if you really think about it. Yeah. Rand is an Otsutsuki because he exists outside the world, so it's not even anything to do.
Right. But no, I feel like this is good for Egwene. No matter what the outcome is, if you know, she gets out on her own, if, you know, someone gets her out, or even if she has to stay here a little longer. Yeah. She's visually seeing, like I've been saying this, she's now seeing the extent of her power and her ability. And she's seeing it in comparison to like a normal person. Mm-hmm. And that's going to boost her so far that, you know, she might be, you know, kind of, if she doesn't, you know, make it out of, you know, here this season, mm-hmm. she'll have possibly been trained to be able to control it at least better, and to be able to exert all the power, you know, that she's been kind of struggling to.
Man, was Wheel of Time renewed for season 3?
I don't know if they could do that with all the
strikes. Yeah,
I don't know if they physically could do that just yet. But if it's not, it better be.
bro, if it doesn't get renewed for a season, you know what? Nah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
you know why? Because the Wheel of Time community is so strong.
Yeah.
That because look at Warrior Nun. They done.
Yeah, they got canceled and
stripped it away.
Yeah, but now they're coming back for another season.
Movies.
Is movies?
3 movies.
Oh.
They're making 3 movies instead to wrap up the story.
I didn't know.
Yeah, no, they instead of doing like 3 more seasons, they're just going to do 3 movies to wrap up the storyline and be done.
Fair enough.
Fine enough for me.
Yeah.
I rather, you know, a nice 2-hour well-produced film.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Like, they literally had the power of the Black Panther stripped away. Yeah. And then and the community was like, no!
Yeah.
No!
Like, the time community is so strong already.
Much bigger.
That, you know, it's they're already like, all right, nope, we already know it's going to get renewed.
I mean, look at Daredevil and Charlie Cox. That movement been going on since the end of Daredevil on Netflix when I used to watch it every season, man.
Yeah.
I used to watch that show. Man, those are the good old Netflix, man. When Netflix was affordable. That was the good old days, man.
Oh, gosh.
That was the good old days, man.
I miss subscriptions we have to have cost more than cable.
The subscriptions now, man, they cost more. Think about it though. You can really, for a month, just cancel what you don't want to use.
Yeah.
For that month, technically, if you don't use it.
Plenty of people that only have certain streaming services when their shows come back.
Yeah, and you know what though? I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Because why am I going to pay $30 for Netflix if I'm not going to use it? You know what I'm saying? It's a wise financial choice. Only pay for what you want to see.
Yeah.
When you need to see it. It just so happens that we are reactors and we need access to all of the legal means to watch these shows. Yeah. I don't, you know, unless, you know, which is why they do screeners for reviewers, because not every reviewer pays for a service. They might just send specific shows out so at least they can get coverage done.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, behind the scenes talk done. We need to move on because it's already an hour and I'm only halfway through the notes.
Oh gosh.
Okay, let's see how much of this we can consolidate.
Yeah, I feel like we've consolidated quite a bit of it already. So
little things I wrote. Alana's Waters, A1.
Yep.
Just beasts. That's all it is. Point blank.
Don't need to touch more on that.
The demonic conversation with the Suldam is such a long one. We can have many conversations.
Yeah, because there's so many things we don't know. Yeah. And, you know, stuff that we could. What?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
I'll
say after. Yeah.
Debate about. It's not, you know, a straightforward thing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What came to me just now was that, to add on to that, and this is kind of going into the end of the episode too, but this kind of alleviates my fears that I had about Egwene when she was told, okay, you know what, like when we were saying last episode, like, okay, I'm a little afraid because I think Egwene might end up falling for the trap of, you know, thing. But
she hasn't.
Literally at the end of the episode, towards the end, she's like, Renna. And Renna's all excited. Yes, are you obeying me now?
Yeah, it's like, I will kill you.
I will kill you.
Yeah.
And the girl was like,
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why her being able to keep her name was also so important. And that's why I keep going back to that point, because
I feel like it is an important point.
It's a very important point because even the look on the other one's face when she said, "Oh, I've allowed her to keep her name."
Yeah, her face was. She like almost grit her teeth, like.
Yeah.
But you making our jobs hard.
Yeah, but that.
But they have the choice to do it though, so it's not.
But literally that fact. That's outside of Egwene's nature of being very stubborn and always having that hope.
Yeah.
She's allowed to keep her name. I feel like if she wasn't, it might have been a little bit harder for her.
This reminds me, sadly, because I hate that this happens, but it happens. This reminds me of all of the bad horror cases I've heard about canine training with bad canine masters.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the police force, I've heard a lot of bad stories where they train the canine
mm-hmm.
to be submissive, and it's not a good relationship between the canine and the officer. It's a negative one where they just train them to do what they're told.
Yeah.
And it's literally like, you don't have to do that. You can actually be nice with your dog and treat them like a normal dog and give them treats and stuff for catching the bad guy.
For example, I told you about this.
Yeah.
Like a dog, I'm not going to get into the whole story because it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But the dog caught someone that was running away.
Yeah.
And the video I was watching, it was, one set of officers, talking with the person that was escaping.
By the chief.
And then it just skipped back to the other officer with the dog. It's like, oh, you're such a good boy. You're such a good job. Like that reinforces a positive relationship, makes the dog more willing to do stuff and, feeling a sense of accomplishment. And that's very important because dogs are very emotional creatures.
All animals are.
Yeah.
Whether they want to admit it or not.
So, but either way. Yeah.
All animals are, man. Even some of the most aggressive animals.
Yeah.
Like basically literally any random hell spawn in Australia has the capability of being nice.
I mean, look at the freaking killer wasp or whatever.
Oh my, don't talk about that.
Yeah.
That one is just a straight up hell spawn. That one is not even, what was it? The one bee or the one hornet in Japan. Yeah. The one that
literally remembers
you, man. Dang. Yeah. Hell no. Like you look at it the wrong way and things gonna turn to Robert Pattinson.
Anyway.
Yeah, but moving on. Yeah. You don't treat humans like dogs, though. That's it. You don't treat them like dogs because certain dogs, they don't understand. That's the only way they understand. It's not a cat though. I'll tell you right now. Cat, you can't. A cat could never be at the money.
God,
a cat would rather die. A cat would rather die than be at home. It would not even. Hey, you gotta, like they say in Meet the Parents, Robert De Niro was saying how a cat, you gotta earn their trust.
Yep.
But yeah, no, just getting back to the whole thing. You can't treat a human like that.
Yeah, but I'm very glad to see that Egwene is still holding her own.
She's like, you know what? I'll play nice for now, which is what I was saying she should do. And I'm glad she came to that decision now.
I feel like after she saw, everything that happened.
Yeah.
She's kind of coming to that realization.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's move on. The prince to be, or the king to be, Moiraine's nephew is a dark friend.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on that whole situation?
Yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop, but I'm also not shocked by it. Just because, like you said, how do you think we rose so quickly? So.
Can also explain why Lanfear didn't even bother going into the house.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And didn't
she could
bother.
Show up anywhere. Why not go in the house?
Exactly. That's
her associate.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
What so her subordinate.
Yeah. But gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. That whole thing was sad though.
Yeah, but she's definitely Moiraine's sister. I will say that much.
Yeah. You know, but you can see the hurt on her face, thinking like, man, you know, I thought we did what we had to do to come out of our hellhole.
Yeah.
But no, you sold your soul to the devil, and that's why.
Exactly.
And that realization hurt.
Just for her son to betray her and, you know, everything she tried to work for. So it's very sad.
Very, very sad.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Yeah.
But we touched on that a little bit. We can move on to the bigger things here. We talked about Suwan. We talked about that. The money. We talked about that. The soldiers are named the Death Watch. Interesting.
Yeah.
This is a big. Okay, we're getting. All right, we're gonna save the big things for last. So let's, or at least what I deem the big things. So
I think we both deemed the same things the big thing.
Yeah. Let's talk about my girl Avianda. Parent. Got to see my girl again. Got to see the other two Aiels.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, my dear?
Yeah,
on that whole sequence with the hurt toe.
Yeah, I'm really liking the Aiel stuff because it's really showing a different side of the whole culture. Like, everyone's always deemed the Aiel to be, you know, these deadly, you know, satanic almost. And, you know, you're starting to see a different side, and especially with Avianda. I mean, they're very honorable people.
Yeah, in their own way.
In their own way.
In their own way. They take that stuff seriously.
I mean, for example, you know, Perrin saving her, no, my water is yours. Right?
Perilous unknown. Anyways.
And just her when she was telling Perrin, you know, I defended myself, and that's the reason, you know, the other person died.
Yeah.
So it was my fault. So, and then she was willingly like, all right, let me take my licks.
Take my licks. Right.
Yeah. So in their own way, like, they are very aggressive, and they have like the stuff that they do.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit, but I mean,
we don't judge.
We don't judge, you know. We're learning and seeing how, you know, they do things. And, you know, they're not all monsters.
No.
You know, they're not all going to intentionally try to kill you for no reason.
I mean, they might kill each other over Perrin.
Yeah.
And they want my boy.
Yeah. But I mean,
they want my boy. Perrin's too nice.
It's not for no reason.
Nah.
You know?
Nah. My whole thoughts on that, they remind, like I keep saying, they kind of remind me of Viking culture, at least what's shown in movies and television. It kind of reminds me of that in a way, because Vikings had their own way of honor. Lots of people broke it for sure, but they had their own ways of respect and honor and trust and, you know, paying for the sins that you committed or some, you know, they had their own way of doing it, their own way of respect, their own way of code of conduct almost, which was respected amongst peers. Even enemies often respected certain things, certain bylaws, if you will, or whatever, right? So it seemed as though they have this kind of behavior too, where everybody respects certain things or whatever. I'm just really ready to see more of the Aiel. I think these three are the most we're going to see for the season, because they're in farm now.
Yeah.
They're going to farm right now.
Yeah. We might see more next season though.
And this is crazy. Yo, this is wild. So I'm just thinking, we might see more next season. But I was thinking, Aviana said, why is there water here?
Yeah.
It seemed like farm is known to be a dry place.
Yeah.
And obviously they crossed the water. And do you mean to tell me that they summoned and created all that water to push themselves across? That's wild. God. I mean, we saw them, you know, I mean, we got the answer to that, because they literally created a tsunami and was like, and came in that way. That's why the water is there. But still, you know, we saw them do it at the end of season 1. So.
Yeah. Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's where they rolled up.
Yeah, we're not. Oh, everyone's going to Falm now, man.
Yeah, they're all converging in Falm.
Yeah.
Matt's already there. We'll get to Matt. I wrote that down for the last thing. Matt's already there.
Egwene, Elaine. Is it Elaine?
Yeah, it's Elaine.
Okay, Elaine.
Yeah,
Nynaeve.
Elaine and Nynaeve.
Rand is going there.
Loyal is there. The other guy.
Yeah, forgot his name.
I wrote down what they were though. His people. I was gonna say Amalja. They're not Amalja. They're not the Amalja. That's 14. That's Final Fantasy 14. They are the.
It sounds like it could be in this world.
Yeah, it could. You still gotta call it. We still gotta call the Shanshan the prickly people.
Yeah.
They are the. You had told me their name too, man.
I did. Now I'm forgetting because it's been a while.
You know what? Stupid me. I literally only wrote it down as parents group. I didn't even write down their name, man.
Oh,
dang.
Gosh. Well, you know who we're talking about.
I wrote down. This is what I wrote down about Elaine. I wrote down, and I'll kid you not, I wrote this down. Elaine, parentheses, she's badass. And then I kid you not, that's what I wrote. And then for Rand, I won't repeat this one, but for Rand, I wrote this one. You can't see what I wrote down for that one.
Oh gosh.
For Rand. Yeah, y'all, if y'all would see my notes, you would laugh.
Yeah.
The way that I write things down. Man, I can't believe I didn't write them down.
Yeah.
Look what I wrote for Lady Sarah. I said Lady Sarah, prickly queen. That's what I wrote at that time.
Anyway, but him.
Yeah, no, I was going back for the name, but it seems I lost it.
Yeah. So. Perrin and Avianda are about to roll up in Falm. They're right outside of Falm. So everyone's kind of converging in Falm now. So, little family reunion.
Reunion.
Gosh, that's gonna be scary.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned what's gonna happen next episode.
This last episode gonna be wild.
Gosh. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot.
I'm trying to see. So Randa mentioned that the Shanshan Empress won charge.
Yeah.
And she mentioned the last battle. So everybody knows about this last battle.
Yeah. What did they say about the Empress?
From what I wrote, she just said that the Empress won charge.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
The rest I forgot.
Yeah. But,
the rest I didn't get a chance to write down because I was trying to listen to what she was saying after that.
Yeah. But
all right, we have a couple big things.
Yes.
Now we're into the final count now.
Yes, we're almost done.
Lady Lanfear walked in there like singing freaking Dancing Queen. Now, I want you guys to do this. If no one does, I'm probably going to make this meme. I'm probably going to do this myself. And I don't care if I get copyright. I might do it. Just Lanfear walking through that scene. Just put Dancing Queen behind it.
Yes.
And it'll sync up perfectly. That's literally the first song that came to my mind for some reason.
Oh, that's amazing.
And
that's great.
Lanfear was just going there listening to ABBA.
It's like
she's like flinging it. She's casually being a runaway model with that new fit. Listening to Dancing Queen. Lanfear out here a whole, man, New York Fashion Week going on too, man. Just pass, man.
Oh, God.
Lanfear be stepping out. I'm going to just say that.
Well, she was better than some of them people on the runway. I showed you.
Yeah, Lanfear be stepping out. She don't be playing. She be staying out the way. If this is the way, she be out of it. That's just what it is.
So far, you can't even see on the screen how far out.
You can't see how far out she is the way, man. It's like Lanfear be stepping out with these fits. You gotta admit the hair be on point. Man, you saw them boots, man. You saw that boots? That boots is going crazy, man. That boots is going wild.
Anything about Lanfear, she always gonna look A1.
She gonna look A1, man. I'm telling you, Lanfear be out. She just be out here. She's like the poster child for every single company out there. Hot Topic, Forever 21. She got the Balenci's. She got the what was another brand? Victoria's Secret. She got what else we got, man? We got some Dior out here. Like, she not playing out here. Vogue. Girl is out here, man. Stepping out, man. Tell you. L'Oreal. You see her? The girl be stepping out.
Yeah.
Tell you. That whole scene, though, was wild, though. I'm just saying, as a nod to my appreciation of costume design. Especially Rand was stepping out, too, man. Like that.
Yeah, he had to wear the pilgrim, and, you know.
Rand jacket was going crazy.
Yeah.
That whole back to the side, man.
Nice.
I need that jacket.
That was real nice.
I need that jacket. I'm gonna need that jacket. I'm gonna need that. I mean, y'all send me that jacket, man. Yo, I'm tripping though. Is that Wonder? What the little Stern wearing that jacket?
I don't know.
Or a jacket like it, or a jacket with that symbol?
I'm not sure. Maybe, but we're not gonna look that up right now.
No, I'm not gonna look it up now. Probably look it up after my curiosity.
Yeah.
But hey, look.
But it's very possible. I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. All I know is that if Rand and Lanfear were like a couple,
power couple,
they'd be the cleanest on the streets.
Yep.
They'd be the cleanest in the streets.
Yeah.
Fitz be going ham. Even when they was in their struggle Fitz was going crazy, bro.
Right.
Lanfear's blue Fitz, man, crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, man, freaking Rand too, but bro, dude look like if he just bought one of Kanye West like discarded brands or something, and he just bringing it back out.
Oh my god!
I tell you, man, they'll be clean. They would eat up Midtown. Anyways, they would eat up that whole city. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
All right, the big things now. Now we got Lanfear and Dancing Queen out the way. Which one do you want to address first?
I think Matt.
Okay, you read my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. Let's delve into that.
Yeah.
I sound like a therapist. Let's delve into that.
Oh god.
Cross the legs. Let's explore that.
Oh god. No, I'm okay. Matt needs therapy.
Huh? Matt. Both him and me. All the Matts need therapy.
If you are also a Matt, chances are
everybody needs therapy.
Yeah.
Everybody. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if they say you don't, everybody got baggage on a little.
Yeah. It could just be stress from the work week. You know, it could be like something very minor.
Just because you need therapy.
Everyone needs therapy.
Just because you need therapy don't mean you
something wrong with
something. I mean, something wrong with it. It don't mean that like.
Well, not necessarily.
It doesn't mean your life is ruined or something.
Some people like to just like be able to unpack the week and you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's not good to bottle things in. Trust me, I speak from experience.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah.
Let's unpack that.
Please stop.
Yeah,
I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what to make of it.
Remember our theory on Dusty Wheel? I'm leaning towards that.
Yeah.
About him being Ishamel's kid.
Especially with him like kind of holding him,
cradling him like a baby. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Ishi was getting swifty, bro. Ishi was out here. He going crazy, man.
Oh gosh. Well, for all we know, Matt's mom could have been a dark friend.
Yeah.
Or something.
That Ishi kid, bro.
Yeah.
That Ishi kid. If not now, at least in a past life.
Yeah. Something, man. Yeah.
He's connected to Ishamel.
Yeah. And like I said, I keep going back to the line. Matt's been mine since he was born. So, yeah, I'm still trying to see what to make of that fully. But I think the theory that, you know, he might be his kid is, you know,
or
more
connected
enticing
to him on a personal level.
Yeah, it's a little more enticing now.
Yeah. Because, like, even if it's not his kid, maybe they just have a connection. I don't know. But, like, I think what I'm just looking at here is look at his presence. I don't know. It could just, because we know he's a charlatan.
Mm-hmm.
He's a trickster.
Mm-hmm.
But look at his presence when he was in front of Matt.
Yeah. It was almost softer.
It was softer and more... It felt more honest for some reason.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like an Admiral Thrawn like he did with everybody else.
Mm-hmm. It definitely felt lighter, almost.
Mm-hmm. He wants to break the wheel so that he can just die in peace.
Yeah. I definitely feel like he was going a lot easier on Matt than he has on anyone else.
I mean, besides the psychotic trip.
Yeah. I mean, that was a whole other thing.
Besides that part, but yeah, I mean, I feel like he's more, I don't know. It could just all be a manipulation.
Different. Yeah.
It could just be manipulation.
Absolutely.
It could just be a ploy. It could just be...
I would just keep going back to him, just cradling him.
Yeah, he was cradling
him. Stroking him and... I don't know, man.
Like he was looking at him like he was looking at his child.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was looking at him as if he was looking at his child or some type of family figure, a nephew. I don't know.
Yeah.
A past lover, if you want to throw it that far.
It felt more like a child.
But it felt more like a child to me.
Yeah.
It felt more like he was looking like his child, looking at his child.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
definitely.
that's a theory I'm kind of leaning on now. I'm even more convinced now that Matt is Ishamel's kid.
Yeah.
If not now, at least in a past life.
Definitely.
And he's always been his child.
Yeah.
In every incarnation.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, maybe he is an extension of Ishamel. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. We might honestly find out a little bit more next episode get some kind of revelation.
But the words, you're just like him. You're a prick, just like him.
Mm-hmm.
When his mom said that, she was kind of delirious.
Yeah.
Is she sick? Did she say? We all thought that she was talking about her husband.
Yeah. What was it about?
But was it about Ishamel?
Yeah.
You're a prick, just like him.
Yeah.
And the words, just like him, keeps on repeating over and over again.
Mm-hmm. And then, cuts to,
No, it has to be.
Yeah.
Because look, when she was on the ground, I remember in season 1, she was laying down when Matt was cradling her, and she was looking up at Matt when she said that.
And then...
And she was on the ground looking up.
Ishamel was in Matt's position.
And then Ishamel was in Matt's position. And then they switched. And then Matt was on the ground. It has to be.
It has to be.
It has to be his birth father.
Yes. I won't be shocked if it wasn't, but...
If it wasn't, then...
But...
Like my mama would say, blow me down and smell the nutmeg, but...
Yeah, but that's... Wow. Wow.
Because it was the same memory he was remembering where his mom was on the ground, she was looking up at Matt, and then the places switched.
Yeah.
And then Matt was looking at Matt, and then Matt became Ishamel.
Yeah, no, it's definitely seeming that way.
If that's the case, they're giving us visual indication or visual confirmation that.
Yeah. Or unless the only other thing.
There you go.
The only other thing, if it wasn't, like his direct child, is like a sort of energy kind of thing,
or a spawn, like some type of clone, or some type of, think about it like I don't know, Final Fantasy lore here. If you happen to be playing Final Fantasy 14, I always make this disclaimer, but if you happen to be playing Final Fantasy 14 and you've made it to the Endwalker expansion and you're going through it and you haven't finished it, or you're considering playing Final Fantasy 14 in the future, please ignore what I'm about to say. Skip forward a little bit, because this is a major spoiler. But if you don't care about that, there's a group of people in the story called the Amaurats, or which you got revelation that they were like the ancient. It's kind of like a Wheel of Time thing. Like they were, bro. Final Fantasy 14 is literally like Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
Because the Amarots were literally like, civilization was at its peak. They had buildings, they had all these kind of things, and then everything got destroyed, and then everybody went back to primitive times. Mm-hmm. But anyways, it kind of reminds me of like, maybe, remember how the Amarots could create things out of their will? Mm-hmm. It kind of reminds me of, what if a situation like Hermes and Medion?
Yeah.
Where Matt is like Medion.
Yeah.
And Hermes saw Medion as like a child. He created Medion and taught her everything. Mm-hmm. And then, sent her off on her own mm-hmm. and was willing to die for her. Mm-hmm. What if Matt was, if not his childlike in the sense that he was a creation of Ishamael?
Yeah. Yeah.
In some way.
There's one of those, he's obviously very connected to Ishamael, but we don't know the exact way just yet.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's pretty big, man.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, well, let's continue.
We can go on with
that, but I'm kind of leaning towards it. Yeah.
But.
Because this is a word's mine. He's been mine ever since.
Yeah.
He's been mine ever since he was born.
Yeah.
And then, like, over to the other line, he's just like him. You're a prick just like him.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Now here's the big parts towards the end.
Uh-huh.
We got the revelation that Logain can still see weaves. Mm-hmm. And Logain was able to see that Moiraine had
tied off, essentially.
She wasn't stilled.
Yeah. She was just knotted.
Right. Sorry, just noise outside. I know you won't be able to hear it.
Yeah. That's pretty big, because that's a question we've had all season, is if she would ever be able to get her powers back.
And I remember we did talk about it. Like, remember I had theorized?
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was last episode or early on. I'm glad I was kind of right about this.
Yeah.
That Moiraine was being temporarily blocked off somehow, mm-hmm. and the only person that could remove it is Rand or someone of equal power or close to power like mm-hmm. that. But Rand straight up couldn't untie it because he didn't have the skill.
Yeah, he had to just cut it.
He had to straight up just cut it.
Yeah.
Cut it.
Again, showing your age.
Cut it. The rent is way too high. You need to cut it. Okay.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Because, like we said, this is a question we've had all season.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just coming to light now that, hey, no, you're not actually completely cut off. Like, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
And just a sense of relief on her face.
Yes.
Is like she's finding herself again.
Yes. It was just like, man, we back. Like, literally, the boys are back in town.
Literally.
That's what it was like the sense of euphoria.
She wasn't feeling like herself this whole time. She was feeling the emptiness.
She's like, man.
And it's just like this, it's like, as like a real life example, like a rush of like dopamine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Something that gives you that rush. Something that gives you that rush.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you feel alive again.
Yep. It's like Alexa, play Sativa by Janae Aiko.
Yes. Yes.
And they're like, look, man, we here. Moiraine about to drive in the car listening to Sativa. She out here going crazy now because mm-hmm. she got that feeling back. And it was also, which this land was like, thinking about it, because he's like, man, this don't make no daggone sense because
everyone else, there's only been 2, he said, mm-hmm. and they both killed themselves.
Mm-hmm. And not even just that, he was just even earlier, Land wasn't buying it.
Yeah.
Because while he could not feel his connection to Moiraine, he wasn't going crazy.
But yeah, I forgot his name.
Man,
Steppen, there it is.
He wasn't going crazy like Steppen.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling that was a different situation, but similar.
Yeah, but like his power, like he was cut off. Either way, also, no, go ahead.
Who are you talking?
I'm talking about how Steppen
from last season.
Yeah,
but
how his reaction was.
She straight up died though.
I know, but think about it, right? She died and the bond wasn't consensually removed.
Yeah.
It was cut off. It was ripped away.
Yeah.
And essentially, up until this point, we were going under the assumption that while Moiraine didn't die, it was essentially the same effect.
Yeah.
The bond was removed unconsensually.
But also when he was talking to Alana's warder, I forgot his name too.
Yeah.
When he was saying that he got shielded. He was like, I think Lan kind of realized it's a very similar situation at that point.
Yeah. But it was different for him though. Because I keep forgetting his name.
Yeah.
But for him, that situation was different too.
Yeah.
Because it was a consensual shielding.
Yeah.
You know, Alana didn't strip it away without consent.
Right.
They agreed, all three of them agreed what to do. And so I think maybe in that moment, Lan might have thought, if I feel similar to him, that means
there might be hope.
There might be hope still that Moiraine wasn't stilled.
Yeah.
It was like there might be hope because I feel like him. I don't feel like my heart was ripped out, but I just feel like something's off.
It's the extra fact that, you know, Moiraine wasn't hopeless.
Mm-hmm.
And that she was still around.
Yeah.
That's a big indicator.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was like kind of tied off from it, but you know, she was still going. So it's very interesting how Lan figured that out.
Yeah. I still think he's going to end up being Nynaeve's warder though.
It's very possible because Moiraine's like very on her own and very, you know, she's very much pushing him further and further away.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm going to theorize that their bond is now together, restored.
Yeah. What that actually means for their relationship, though, is, you know, different story.
I mean, she was starting to come around before the revelation, too. When Lan started talking about how, look, I thought maybe Suan could be the one, like, somebody, you can't do this alone.
Yeah.
I think she started being able to, like, you know what? I'm willing to accept help for once because she was working with Alana and Varen to die too.
Yeah, I feel like it was also a point of desperation.
I mean, it was for sure. But you know, even in desperate times, Moiraine would still rather trust herself than others.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, she's like a certain friend that we have, a mutual friend that we have, no matter what. You know, she just do whatever.
Yeah.
On her own, regardless of help. You know? So it's like, I don't know, but we can use this to get ready to tie up this conversation. But this leads into the sad part of the episode, and I should have known this. Okay? I need to put my phone to charge. I'm about to die. I should have known this since they showed us in the beginning of the episode with Suan and Moiraine. That something bad was going to happen.
Yeah. Now, granted, she's not dead. But
well, before we even get to that, we finally got to a moment where Suan confronted her.
Yeah.
You lied to me. And she says, you know, I couldn't. Yeah. You know, I couldn't lie to you. Like, and she was saying even like, you know, the oaths are not, I wouldn't lie to you because you're my person. I wouldn't lie. I would never lie to you. Never to you.
Yeah.
Oaths are not. And we see the heartbreaking moment where Suan, and this is a question I had about like, how does the oaths work? You know, the one power literally took control of her in that moment.
She said, I command you.
All she had to do was say the words, and it was just this another form of violation.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's like you not wanting to, I don't know, think about it. It's like being on a hospital bed and you don't want to drink nasty cough syrup and you can't move and you have no choice in it. You know what it's like? It's a cat getting a shower.
Yeah.
When they don't want to shower. And you know what it's like? Even better than that. Even crazier than that. The hospital bed was too tragic. You know when you like lift the cats up from behind by their nape?
Yeah.
And they can't move?
Yeah.
and all they can do is just cry.
Yeah.
If they're uncomfortable.
You know, another movie reference. Ella Enchanted.
Ella Enchanted.
She literally had a curse on her that if someone said she had to do something, she physically could not stop herself from doing it. She could not stop
herself from doing it. Which sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Sucked.
Yeah.
And there was that moment where Siuan didn't want to do it.
But she had no choice.
But she felt in her mind with her logic and choices that she had no choice.
Yeah. She had a standard to uphold too.
She had a standard to uphold. People and Moiraine pointed out, like, look, man, your seat on the table is being wavered right now.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even trust people in your own court right now.
Mm-hmm.
You really can't. Because, you know, obviously, like, and again, this is where Alana's warders come in. Where the heck is Leandrin?
Yeah.
They're too observant.
Very.
Alana got good ones.
Yes.
Also, I like their relationship too.
Mm-hmm.
They're very respectful of each other. Yeah. They're respectful of each other to an extent.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was that heartbreaking moment and the look of betrayal from the two of them.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that hurt more than, you know, what Lanfear did.
What?
Just the betrayal.
Oh, that hurt way more.
Yeah.
That hurt way more.
Yeah, it's just really sad, that whole situation.
And Siuan tried to fight it, and the Moiraine said, no, you can't.
Yeah. Yeah, that was rough, man. That whole situation with them was really rough.
And that should have been an indication to Siuan too, to show that Rand is not I'm an Aiyoman, by the way. Even though it's more like bronze and copper now than it is orange.
Yeah.
Lost a die, gotta re-dye.
But I mean, to be fair, Avianda's is kind of similar.
Coppery?
Yeah.
I guess, maybe. I feel like it's more darker, though. More like a darker red.
Yeah.
But that's her. Things are natural here anyways. But anyway, point is, it showed that it showed in that moment that Rand is actually not out to attack them.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he wanted to, even if he felt betrayed, because he could have easily, if he was really working with the Dark One and Ishamel, he would have been like, he would not have cared if Lanfear took them out.
Yeah.
But the fact that he stepped in front of them and said, no, you're not going to hurt them. Not if you want to work with me.
Exactly.
And the three of them go through the ways.
All four of them. Land.
Four, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the four of them go through the ways.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have this big battle, and oh man, I can't wait for the next episode. There's gonna be a lot happening.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got to start planning post Wheel of Time content.
Yeah, there's a lot to do with this, man. There's so much. I don't even know, the extent of next episode, how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
This, man.
Yeah. This is nearly a 2-hour conversation. So
yeah, probably should.
We are gonna probably wrap it up here, but I think we addressed every major thing that there was to address in the episode. So unless you have anything else that you can think of last minute to add, I think we should go ahead and just wrap this one up.
Yeah, I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah, you want to?
Go on.
So, all right. Well, that's it. If you've made it to the end of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, this is a sign that you should. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want to see what, the last reaction to Wheel of Time for season 2. And also, as we mentioned earlier in the video, we will be doing Wheel of Time content going forward.
Yeah.
We're going to figure out the release schedule. It's not going to be every week.
Yeah.
At least a minimum of once a month, there's going to be a Wheel of Time video of some sort on the channel, because we do want to keep it up.
Yeah.
At least, we talked about it. We want to keep it up. So we're going to be doing some type of Wheel of Time content. And eventually we'll be in the schedule, we'll be getting through the Eye of the World.
Mm-hmm.
And, breaking that down from a show only perspective. So we're just going to be viewing the book from like a show perspective and maybe comparing it, not comparing the show to the books, but comparing the book to the show.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Because this is our first encounter of
yeah.
it. So, but anyways, yeah. So if you want to see all that goodness and see that journey, stay subscribed, put notifications on, and also join the Patreon, because Patreon is going to get that content earlier, much earlier.
Yes, more
frequently too. So and then YouTube will get them out periodically. Yeah. So that is it for this video once again. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Clockmaster and
Cosmic Binks
out.